Hello, my dear children. Welcome to my history class. Today, let us discuss of chapter 2 of your history book, The Christianity in Europe.
Before entering to your subject matter or syllabus, let us briefly explain the periods of history. As we know, our historians have divided the study of the past into different periods. The period between the ancient, also known as early period, and the modern period is called medieval period. The term medieval originated from two Latin words, medium and avium. Medium means middle and avium means age or period. So, medieval period is also called as Middle Age or Middle Period. In Europe, the social, economic, cultural and religious changes taken place between 5th century to 15th century. So, this period of Europe is called medieval period. I am sure this point medieval is clear to you. Okay, my dear students, we know that different religions are practiced in the world by the different groups of people. Before to start, I have one question for you. Can you name some important religions are practiced in the world by the different groups of people? Okay, as we are very familiar with some religions like the Hindu religion, Islam religion, Christianity religion, Buddhist, Sikhism, Jainism, etc. Among all the religions, we will study or discuss about the Christian religion in this chapter. Before to study the Christianity in Europe, we should know the Roman empires and the history of Jews. At the peak time of the Roman Empire, we know they covered most of the parts of Europe, Western Asia and Northern Africa. During the Roman period, people here practiced many religions. Among them, the Jewish people believed in the existence of only one God. During this time, the Roman empires, the idea of emperor worship was introduced during the period of Roman Empire. When the Roman citizens were not prepared to give up their faith in their chosen gods, they were not ready to accept like this type of decision of the emperor worships decided by the Roman Empire. It was in such troubled time, during the troubled time, that Christianity first made its appearance in the Roman Empire during the medieval period of Europe. Then next to come, that is Jesus Christ. Everybody knows Jesus Christ, who was the son of Joseph and Mary. He was born at Bethlehem in Palestine, who founded the Christian religion. He grew up in a Jewish family in the village of Nazareth. He is thus often called Jesus of Nazareth. When he was around 30 years of age, Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist. Afterwards, he preached his message of one God, love and brotherhood. Like this type of golden words we are given by him to this world, and his followers were strictly observe it. Followers were ready to accept it without any hesitation given by this Jesus Christ. Then we will come to the teaching of the Christ. Jesus Christ said, love your enemies and bless them that curse you. He told, do good to them that hate you and pray for them that persecute you. Most of his followers, we are convinced that he was the Christ, means he was the Messiah, or we can say messenger of God, who would free them from the rule of Romans, that is Romans. Jesus was crucified on the order of the Roman governor of Palestine, Pontius Pilate, because during this time the publicity, that means the power and his power was not accepted by these Roman people, and they were given complaint against the Jesus Christ to their governor Palestine Pontius Pilate. The cross became a sacred symbol. Jesus was crucified on the orders of the Roman governor of Palestine Pontius Pilate. The cross became a sacred symbol for Christians. Christians. It happened in around 33 CE. During this time, the Roman Empire was spread far and wide. To manage the empire, high-ranking officials were deputed in the major Roman provinces. Prefects handled the less important regions. They were military men appointed by Roman magistrates. Pontius Pilate was the fifth prefect of the Roman province of Judea from CE 26 to 36. The city of Jerusalem was part of this province. He served under Emperor Diocletian. The Sanhedrin was the local Jewish judicial body that objected to the teaching of Jesus. They were also unhappy with his popularity among common people. They called his teachings, and which was intolerable and not accepted by them. They complained to Pontius Pilate. He ordered a trial and subsequent death penalty by crucifixion for Jesus Christ. Jesus was crucified on a Roman cross. The day of crucifixion of Christ is known as Good Friday. The cross has since been an enduring symbol of Christianity all over the world. After his death, the body was placed in a tomb. 3 days later, the tombstone had moved and the tomb was empty. An angel seated there announced, Christ has been resurrected. The resurrection of Jesus in the Christian religious believes that after being crucified, Jesus rose again from the dead. It is a central tenet of Christianity. The resurrection confirmed to the world this, that Christ was indeed the Son of God. We celebrate the Easter Sunday. On the day of resurrection, Jesus appeared for 40 days before his followers. The spread of Christianity. After his crucifixions, his 12 disciples, who were called apostles, traveled far and wide and spread the teaching message of Jesus Christ. Jesus had 12 men disciples. They were Andrew, then Bartholomew, James the elder, John, Judas, Jude or Thaddeus, Matthew, Levi, Peter, Philip, Simon the Zealot, Thomas, James the lesser or the younger. These 12 disciples who spread his word and teaching far and wide, they were specially chosen by him to teach to his gospel. Gospel is nothing, the biography of Jesus Christ. They are referred to as the apostles or the messengers of Jesus Christ. Out of his disciples, St. Paul was the most important among them. He traveled to far off places and converted many people to Christianity, who took Christianity to Minor Asia, that is Turkey and Greece. During this time, St. Paul wrote a famous book, Epistle to the Romans. The Gospels are accounts of Jesus' life, teaching and miracles as recorded by four of his disciples, Mark, Matthew, John and Luke. The Bible has two parts, Old Testament and the New Testament. The teaching of Jesus are also compiled in the New Testament, whereas the Old Testament contains a history of Jews. Then come to what are the five main principles of Christianity, where all the main teachings of Jesus Christ are expressed in his Sermon on the Mount, which asks people to love your enemies. According to him, suppose who is not behave properly with you, who is not happy with you, but according to Jesus Christ, you love them, you come to close to their philosophy, you help them like this. According to this Kabiraj Doha written, जो तोको कांटा बोए ताही बोयो तू फूल और ताही फूल के फूल है बांको है त्रिशूल. According to him, let them realize what they are doing. According to his second principle, have unconditional faith in God. God is everywhere. According to Jesus Christ, God is everywhere. You believe him, you unconditionally accept him, faith in God, believe on God, because God is present around us. Another important point or principles given by him, don't judge others. You should judge yourself. Give to the number fourth, give to the needy, and number fifth, do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. Like this, then the role of Constantine in the spread of Christianity. Gradually, Christianity religion became popular in 312 CE. Emperor Galerius Constantine issued the Edict of Toleration and recognized Christianity. When Constantine was preparing for battle, he is said to have seen a flaming cross, which is also called the symbol of Christianity, in the sky. After adopting the cross as his sign in the battle, he won. After that, a great change in his life, and he declared himself a Christian. Later on, he made it as the state religion. He granted freedom to worship, preach and propagate Christianity. Constantine built numbers of churches and made Sunday a public holiday so that his soldiers, his followers and other people in his kingdom are attending church for prayer on every Sunday. One of his successors of the Constantine, Emperor Theodosius, made Christianity the official religion of the empire in 380 CE. During this time, more power given to the church by the Theodosius in several ways. The church paid no taxes for its land. Because of the rich people were permitted by law to will their money and property to the church by the emperor. Soon after, the church became rich and powerful. Emergence of Constantinople as a new Christian capital. To provide better set of administration, in 285 CE, the Roman Empire divided the kingdom into Eastern and Western Roman empires. The capital of the Eastern Roman Empire was Byzantium, and Rome continued as the capital of the Western Roman Empire. During the period of Constantine, he unified the Roman Empire and built a new capital on the ancient of Byzantium and renamed it Constantinople in 330 CE. Now, Constantinople emerged as the new Christian capital of the Roman Empire. Boys, hereby I conclude today's class and hope that you have understood the different periods of history, life of Jesus, his teaching and spread of Christianity in Europe, role of Constantine in the spread of this religion in the world, and the remaining part of the chapter I will explain in my next session. Before concluding my class, I would like to give you an assessment, but before to do this assessment, you should read this part 1 of this chapter at least 3 to 4 times thoroughly. Assessment for you. Question number 1. Who was Jesus? What was the name of his religion that came to be named after him? Number 2. Where was Christ born? Why was he crucified? Number 3. What are the 5 main principles of Christianity? And number 4. Why did the cross become a sacred symbol for Christians? Thank you.